Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Every once in a while, nature's programs malfunction, and some unique people pop out in this world. Known for their rare body features, here is a list of awe-inspiring, unique people. Rodriguez Hernandez. Jason Rodriguez Hernandez from Venezuela set the Guinness World Records for the world's largest feet. His right foot measured 1.31 feet, and his left foot reached 1.30 feet, which is even bigger than the feet of the world's tallest man. In his childhood, he was often teased for the giant size of his feet, and finding shoes for him was not easy. So, he had to wear sandals made of old tires and fabric that were specially designed for him. His feet have grown further, although he has been undergoing treatment in a bid to stop them from growing. Devendra Sutar. Maximum fingers and toes on a living person belong to Devendra Sutar of India, who has 14 fingers and 14 toes. He is suffering from polydactyly, a birth defect that occurs when the paddle splits too many times and can range from a nubbin to a complete working finger or toe. While working as a carpenter, the extra fingers and toes certainly trouble him, as he has to be careful when cutting. He also has to wear special shoes so that the toes on each foot remain comfortable. But he doesn't want to cut his additional fingers and toes off, as he considers them lucky for him. Because of the extraordinary features, he has become a famous man. Matthiasschlitt. Matthiasschlitt surprised his parents when he was born with a rare genetic defect that made the bone in his right arm 33% bigger and stronger than his normal-sized left arm. He went through his entire youth being harassed by other kids because of his abnormal arm. At the age of 16, he won an arm wrestling tournament despite a lack of any previous practice, which made him realize that his Popeye right arm could turn this imbalance to his advantage. So he decided to pursue a career as an arm wrestler. Over the past decade, this 27-year-old has won several championships at the national and international levels. He has also defeated a specially designed arm wrestling robot. Adrian Lewis. Most of us have seen at least one person in our life showing off how long their tongue is. But I'm sure no one could beat this 18-year-old Lewis from Michigan, who has an insanely long tongue of about 4 inches. She wants to hold the world record for the longest tongue, whose current holder is Nick Stoberl with a 3.9-inch long tongue. She posted several videos to show off her tongue tricks, and thousands of people tuned in to watch her twist, flip, and roll. She can even touch her tongue to her eyeball with a little bit of help, and can also lick her elbow and nose. Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson from Minnesota may look like a normal teenager until he opens his mouth. His mouth gape of more than 4 inches made him a dentist's dream. After seeing the width of the former record holder, Isaac was determined to be the next Guinness World Records title holder, and ultimately succeeded in his endeavor. He is able to open his mouth so big, he can fit objects like a baseball, a soda can, and even a large apple with room to spare. Keeping his mouth open for a long period of time doesn't hurt, but it can get tiring for him. Isaac hopes that his story about embracing his natural gift will motivate others. Who knows? That natural gift might just break a record. Luna Fenner. Many children are born with birthmarks, but the birth of this little girl with a unique birthmark was both a joyous moment and a shocking one for her parents, as according to them, this mark could affect her life in the future. Meet Luna Fenner, a baby girl born with a Batman mask, a rare skin condition that covered most of her face. The condition is called congenital melanocytic nevus and can increase the risk of the most serious type of skin cancer. After 6 pioneering surgeries, her birthmark had been removed, but she has not been able to close her left eye properly. Kim Goodman. This lady seems to be a normal person until she pops her eyes out of her eye socket. Kim Goodman can force her eyes 12 millimeters or 0.47 inches out of her eye sockets by making you feel that she is staring at your soul. She holds the world record for the furthest protrusion of eyeballs. While living in Chicago, she discovered her eye-popping talent one day when she was hit over the head. Her eyeballs popped out much further than usual, and ever since that day, she could pop them out on cue, as well as when she yawns. Mehmet and Kareem Salman. A couple in Turkey were surprised when they had their first child, Mehmet, who was born with one blue and one brown eye, a condition called heterochromia. Their second kid, Kareem, was born with the same condition. The condition does not impair vision and is caused as a result of different concentrations of melanin, a pigment which determines eye and skin color. The boys were happy with the attention when they were young, but now they feel a bit uncomfortable, so they shut their eyes in public to avoid people's attention. However, their mother feels lucky to have such special kids. Shiloh Pepin. Known as Kennebunkport's Mermaid Girl, Shiloh was one of only 3 people in the world living with mermaid syndrome. She was born with legs fused together, only one partially working kidney, and no lower colon or genital organs. Her parents were told their daughter would live only for a few days, but Shiloh defied the odds and received her first kidney transplant at age 2. That one lasted until she was 5. And following 2 years of painful dialysis, Shiloh received her second kidney transplant in 2007. She was on the path to recovery when, unfortunately, she lost her life while battling pneumonia at the age of 10. Jeff Dabe. The enormous size of a man's hands has left netizens shocked. Jeff Dabe, the arm wrestler from Minnesota, USA, has been competing in arm wrestling tournaments since the 1980s, with his monster forearms that measure 19 inches in circumference and giant paws huge enough to fit a basketball in each hand. However, he only uses his left arm during wrestling because of an old injury. Several medical tests have been conducted to see if he was born with gigantism that makes his arms so peculiar, but no disease or abnormality was discovered. He was just born that way, with big arms and hands that keep growing with him. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. This image is of a young man from India and his rare disease that went viral after wowing medical experts. He has suffered for more than a year from a disease called odontoma, a benign tumor that causes the appearance of irregularly shaped teeth. He had up to 232 teeth sized between 0.1 millimeter to 3 millimeters inside his mouth and was brought to the hospital with severe swelling in his jaw. It took 7 hours for the doctor to extract extra teeth from his mouth, and it took 10 days for analyzing all of the teeth. They hope to study them further by carrying out genetic tests. Harper Core. Core, born in 1990, was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome that causes excessive facial and body hair growth, as a result of which she was able to grow a full beard. Initially, she attempted to remove her facial hair due to constant bullying, but now she has grown to embrace her unconventional appearance by keeping her beard and has become a spokesperson for the body positivity movement. Isaiah Acosta. Isaiah was born as a jawless child with all his major organs on the wrong side. According to the doctors, the survival of this child was a miracle. Due to his strange look, he was bullied sometimes. He wanted to become a popular rapper, but it was impossible for him to even pronounce a word. However, he didn't let this obstruct his path to success. He shocked the entire world when he dropped his first rap song, which was actually sung by a professional rapper, but written by him. And now, he has become the first jawless rapper, a songwriter, and a true symbol of inspiration for the whole world. See you next time